Here's part 2 of part 4 of part 1 of part 3 saga of the second series, 3rd episode. How's that? Oh man. Okay, so getting the most bang for my buck here in teaching and lessons. So we're going to do some Xentari spraying, and this is a little a little out of the routine, I guess. Xentari spraying typically comes up in March and September, but we just broke down a dead out, and it has some really good frames on it. Excuse me. So we certainly don't want to lose them. It's important, and I don't need a roach there. So the frames that I'm going to spray are going to get an X on them, just to show that they've been sprayed with Xentari. That one a second time with a magic marker that actually works, maybe. And then some boxes. We'll see how far we go. So I made up this is a 2-quart bottle, half gallon. It won't keep over the next day. So if you're wondering, what is this guy doing? Okay, so here's the long story short version. We've written a book about wax moth damage, how to end wax moth damage forever. Excuse me. And it's a worthy read. I won't go into the long story of our nightmare experience with losing 40 boxes. You can read that in the book, but I'm saying to you, you need to really get away from crystals and garbage. There's much easier ways. Nobody has told you yet. So Xentari, what is it? Bacillus thuringiensis subspecies azawe. What did he just say? Yep. It's a microbial. And when wax worms eat it, as a little worm, the protein goes in their gut and it kills them. Well, that's commonly used in greenhouse management. It's been done for like ever. It's just here in the past 20 years, beekeepers have learned this. And in the past year, it was approved by EPA and organic management certification companies. You say, what is this guy? What? Yeah, I know. It's good. It's contrary, and that's what's not new. That's the kicker of it. This is not new. You just hadn't been formally taught. Powdered microbial, activated by water, sprayed on the frames. Kendall gets the spray right. Okay, come on. Because our comb is the precious part. I mean, the bees are important. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying to you, you're going to build up all this comb, and these wax worms will destroy you, and it's just a real pain. So there's lots of positive benefits here. Saving the comb, less wax comb the bees have to build, more honey for you, less handwork you have to do in ripping all that stuff out. Oh yeah. I could give you an all-day lesson just on Xentari advantage. So I just, that's why we wrote the book, $40 for you to learn. Oh yeah. Ending wax moth damage forever. So in the hut, the honey hut, we have honey boxes and brood boxes, frames, sprayed with Xentari. And I don't use crystals. I don't use harsh stuff. I left my boxes setting open for winter time inside. No damage, none, zero. First time ever. And I've been doing this for 16 or 17 years full time, and the wax moth stuff has just been a freaking nightmare. Well, not just for me. Thousands of beekeepers across the country. That's why it's such a major issue. Yeah. Okay, now I need a brood box. So, you go, whoa, what is this guy talking about? Spraying frames? Yes? You're learning. I'm inside the honey hut, trying to find a brood box. The reason I'm doing this is because I broke down a dead out and I have some great frames available. And I want to protect them. Okay, here we go. Xentari with X. Used to be on Amazon. But if you look at our videos, we have several videos in Xentari. We included some resource links there. Now I know at the big bee supply houses they sell it in a little, oh man, what is it, a 5-ounce bottle? Powder, expensive. I'm sorry. That 1 pound bag is like $38. That'll last me a long time. But a little 5-ounce bottle, and you're paying too much. Anyway, upset people. I'm not trying to upset people. I just am big about value, and protecting my comb is a huge deal. Right? Not gonna hurt the bees. Not gonna hurt the larvae. It only kills wax moth worms. In the ebook we've written, we did lots of research on that one. Lots of resources for you to look at. You don't take my word for it. It's worth spending the $40 just to figure out, like, what is this guy talking about? That's how I was when I first learned and heard. I was like rather shocked. You can do this. What? Yeah, that's right. You can. Been doing it for a couple years or 3 now. Inside, just spraying the inside. Just the water evaporates and just leaves a powder residual of microbial. I'm looking for a place to set my boxes. It just leaves a residual microbial down, so when the worms eat it, they'll die. Small, and they can't build a rally up on you. You know, that's the problem, is they get too big and build a rally up on you. Okay, my box. Just want them to air out, you know, so. These are just catch boxes. I just want to. And bees on the table. What are you doing, girls? Okay. Anywhere that you've seen wax moth worms dig in, burrow in the wood, under the inner cover, sidewalls of the boxes. Of course, you're spraying without the bees in it. I don't need to spray with the bees in the box. And they will dry, and and that's cool with me. Okay. Oh, come on, girls. What are we doing? All right. So here's a box of honey. This is honeycomb. Golly, do I have a marker? No. Okay, time out. Really got to have a good marker. I'll put an X on the frames every time I spray, just to make darn sure I get good coverage. That's what I'm after. I feel more like an equipment manager than a bee manager. There we go. So you'll get to where you'll have a whole lot of X's going down there, and the frames are out and the inside of the box gets sprayed. I'm just trying to use up what I made here, what I made in the bottle here. Okay, so oh, let's see, where do I want to go with this? Let's go over here. Yeah, that's okay. And, oh, I can put that over here. It's alright, not a big deal. Okay, so here's how we do this. Let's see if we can you see? Yeah. It's alright. Boy, I used crystals for a long time. Backfires. You think it would work and it doesn't work like you think. You'll do okay for a while and you get a false sense of confidence, like, yeah, this is working. It only takes one time. You open up your tub or bag of frames or whatever you store them in, and you go, what are all these webs? Yeah. This is a principle. Waxworms don't care about your pride. You better think smart. All this that I spray today will be dry before sundown. And I'll put it in the honey hut and we're safe. Yeah. Okay, so here's my story while I'm spraying. My wife broke her knee several years ago. It was a bad deal. She was laid up for like 4 months. I was the sole caregiver, which is fine. No bee work that summer. And I had like 40 boxes of comb in the honey hut. Well, they had crystals on them. Well, yeah, it's not how that works. And when she was healed up and passed physical therapy and back to walking pretty good, super trooper, I'm super proud of her, man. She had serious knee surgery. Yeah, pretty serious stuff. And then when I walked into the honey hut, oh my God, my nightmares really began. Just imagine 40 boxes of comb, and you separate them and it's nothing but full from top to bottom, packed with worms and webs and moths come flying out. And you're hauling this stuff out of the hut as fast as you can, and there's worms crawling on the ground. Now, did you turn it once or did you turn it twice? Well, he's going to do it again anyway, it doesn't matter. He had a double coat. Oh my God. Most people would have just taken all those boxes and thrown them on the burn pile. I'm just too tight to do that, so it took a couple months to hand work a lot of that. I want my wood back, my wooden frames and my boxes. Yeah, that was terrible time. In Xentari, you could go on to beesource.com, the forums, and put in Xentari and see how far back the conversations go. I think I dated conversations all the way back to 2000, 2001. So it's been, beekeepers have been aware of this for some time. Like, oh man, this has got to end. If you're going to be a beekeeper, a good one, it's almost like you got to be a scientist. You really do have to put the old noggin to work. You better. So those are dry over there. Yeah. So try to take a negative and turn it to a positive. I hate it that it was an accident. One of our family dogs, a Labrador, bumped into her knee and collapsed her tibia plateau. Yeah, it was crazy. That turned into a challenge, and that turned into a book, and that turned into a whole new method of protecting frames. See this? If you see this, if you see that, digging in the box right there. Divots, boy, I mean, buddy, they can do some serious damage. They just dissolve your wax. Forget about that. It's the wood, like into the wood. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Oh yes, into the wood. So, you know, trying to save you some heartache and pain. So if I'm going to do all this work, like you see me doing, I might as well film it and make a class, huh? That's my incentive anyway. At this level of beekeeping, I got really nothing to prove to myself. Excuse me. Just that I want to, be successful, but at the same time, might as well teach others, right? Oh, come on. I'll finish this up. This is just quickie. When it comes to March time, late September, we'll do fall time spraying of everything. That's the bigger stuff. Okay, come on here. Yeah, it's alright. If you think it through, by protecting your wax comb, the bees don't have to build so much. That allows them to make more honey. You get a bigger honey harvest. You end up building up larger comb, reserves of comb. Oh, Xentari's got lots of positives. EPA and Ag departments gave their stamp of approval. That's been the past year or so. Again, the strategy's not new. It's just that the beekeeping leadership in the country petitioned EPA hard, and other certification organizations. Like, hey, come on, we need some credibility here now. We don't want people to think this is just a backyard gimmick. No. Okay, about out there. It's all right. That's all we wanted to do was that little bit right there. Oh, I tell you. Better think smarter, not harder. So if you're watching this film, this one was just after I did the graduation transfer of the nuke. And we learned that the bees do not like the fuzzy whiskers on my microphone. Yeah, they jumped that big time, man. I think that upset everybody in the house. That's probably why they were a little randy. Oh, come on now. Are we done? Ah, we don't have any more. What's going on? Are we out? Oh, we got some in there. Come on. Okay. So, what I do is take the bottle. Oh, pour in there. Pour around there. It's just a powder. It's just a brown powder. Mix it with water, and it will dry. It's all right. Not a problem. Not a problem. Pour off the rest of this. Yeah, that lesson's done. How about that? So if you want to learn more about Xentari, you can go to littlecreekbeeranch.com to the ebook library and look for ending wax moth damage forever. There's the product. I'll put the resource links down below. There's a lot more to learn about it. That was quickie. All right, man, I hope you're learning something really cool here. I do lots of filming for a reason. I'm out here by myself most of the time. We might as well learn from a seasoned beekeeper, and you'll see me flip-flop. And that's okay. You gotta think on your feet. So if you like what we do and you want to learn more, go to littlecreekbeeranch.com. A personal advisor program. That would be wise to do. That's our coaching service, teaching students all across the country. For bees don't know state lines or county borders. They just operate by principles. Later.